what it takes to be great at something. I was in class on Monday, and my buddy Alex, young guy, young hustler, very, very smart, in class with me. He's 25, 26 years old, and he's like, yo, I listened to a podcast of you with Matthew Shane, and you always said on the podcast, like, you know, I wish I knew at an even earlier age what it took to be great at something. And I said, yeah, absolutely. I wish I knew, like, you know, 8 years old, 6 years old. I was fortunate enough to learn that at, you know, 27, 28, 29. And he looked at me and he's like, so what is it? And I'm like, you know what, like, I want to put this out because I want to talk to the 8-year-old, my 8-year-old self or somebody else. Because I feel like if I understood this earlier, if somebody else understands this at as early age as possible, even at 50, 60, whatever, and it changes their life, it's going to have a huge impact. So what does it take to be successful? What does it take to be amazing, great at something? It takes sickening, relentless, never wavering drive, like addictive drive. People talk about like work-life balance. There really isn't work-life balance. You have to love what you do and do it for a reason that has nothing to do with money. Will Smith has this saying that I love, which he's like, there's nothing uniquely special or different about me. The only difference is I'm not afraid to die on a treadmill. So he's like, if you and I are getting on a treadmill together, either you're gonna get off first or I'm gonna die. And it's really that simple. You have to be constantly innovating. You have to see the future 5 years, 3 years, 10 years, 30 years down the road. You have to see your future and have this delusional view of the world. And everyone is gonna tell you you're crazy. Everyone is gonna tell you it's not gonna happen. And that's their own fears that they're projecting on you. But you have to still have that confidence and walk that path, even though it's not reality, for 3, 4, 5, 8, 10 years. And sometimes you struggle for 2, 3, 5, 10 years, 20 years, and then all of a sudden, you're an overnight success. So that, in my opinion, is what it takes to be great at anything. So I've been getting a lot of messages on social media about this. You guys have been waiting. I kind of did a little teaser on my Instagram story last week. We're in South Merrick, outside the one, the only, the Dildo House. Oh shit. That's not a good sign. That's never a good sign. That means the town have eyes watching. Enter Captain Permit. Fucking A. So we're inside the infamous Dildo House. A lot of history. This deal actually came together over a 2-year period. But I want to give everybody kind of an example of the kind of houses that I buy when I'm doing a flip or a rental. You guys saw one in episode 1 of the vlog for the rentals. This is what a classic flip looks like. You have signs outside in the town condemning the property per se. I mean, it actually gets a lot worse than this. But again, a lot of history. So originally, when you guys come downstairs, everything trashed, place needs to be completely gutted. It goes through the kitchen, and kind of like a weird, it's an eerie feeling of almost like somebody was just here and they just like up and left. Like what happened with their life that they just kind of like up and left. So there's kind of like an eerie feeling to it, but it's obviously trashed. If you go downstairs, I want you guys to check this out. So 2 years ago, I got a call from a realtor, and she said to me, listen, these people, they want to sell a house. They want to sell this house. Come over, check it out. As most sellers typically have like an unrealistic expectation of what their house is worth, right? Maybe like 10% of them understand, like, my house looks like this. It's gonna need hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of work. We're gonna have to modernize it, open everything up. But some people think that they have gold, or most people think that they have gold. So I come over and there's shades and everything closed, and they're like, your phone has to be left in the car. I'm like, my phone has to be left in the car. I'm like, what kind of debauchery am I walking into here? So I walk into the house and they have a wolf. Not like a dog that looks like a wolf, like a real wolf. This thing looks like something out of Chronicles of Narnia. It's like 8 feet long. I mean, it was gorgeous and friendly, but imagine walking into a house to see this like 8-foot long Narnia-esque thing, and it charges at me, jumps on me, hurls me over a table, right? Slam on the floor, And then the people are like, we close the shades, nobody can know. And they're like, it's a wolf dog hybrid. It has a little bit of wolf in it. I'm like, this is a wolf. And that was the beginning of my experience with the Dildo House. But massive amounts of potential. I mean, this is the utility room. Everything has to go. The garage was converted into an apartment. So, I mean, what I see for this is we're gonna gut everything. We're gonna remove this wall. We're gonna open it all up. So there's gonna be a massive living space downstairs. Just everything. We're gonna give the modern first-time home buyer, because this house is gonna sell in the 550 range, exactly what they want. Oh, that freaking stinks. Yeah, that stinks. I don't know what that is, but something's rotting and or dying in here. 80s vibe. Oh, bathroom. Might want to get a shot of that. That's special. And this. So, the unfortunate reality is that there have been some people in here, but when I came into this house, I walked up the stairs and there is two massive 18 to 24 inch dildos sitting over a box like a porn DVD that says entitled Anal Thunder. It gets worse. On top of like their kids' like high school graduation diploma. It was pretty much as weird as it gets, but it seems like there's been some people in here and I guess, oh no! Yes! Pay dirt! Pay dirt! The Anal Thunder video has probably been repurposed, but the dildos are still there. All right, so we're outside, one of our current flips under construction. I'm gonna take you guys through, show you a little about what we do, what it looks like. We saw the before actually at the Dildo House. Now we're gonna see the during, and then we're gonna check out an after. So this is kind of a unique situation. This house is located on a double lot, so we're gonna gut renovate this one. This is actually a 2-family. We're converting it to a 1-family so that we can subdivide the lot and then build a new house over here. All right, so the guys are about 70% through. Right now, siding roof's going on. My boy Dildo Home Improvement, give him a shout out. Does an awesome job. Let's go check it out, see what they've done. All right, so we're inside. All right, the guys are doing spackling, as you can see. All these things are 100% new, gut renovated. We have a standard template for everything, right? So it's hard to see now. ¿Qué pasó?
¿Qué tal? Hola.
¿Cómo está? ¿Todo bien? Television.
¿Todo bien?
Yeah. Cinema.
Oh, yeah.
Tú, nosotros.
Cool.
Famous.
Very good.
All right, está bien. So this house is built in the early 1900s. So most people know these houses are like compartmentalized, right? They have little bedrooms, little kitchens. They're not the best. They're not what the modern buyer wants. So what we do is we come in here, and me, little secret, I don't know anything about construction at all, which I think is a good thing. So I'll walk in here with Leo, the foreman, who you guys met last week, and I'll say, yo, rip this wall out, throw this here, do that there, and he just does it, right? Now, if I had a knowledge of construction, I would probably be like, maybe I shouldn't do that, and maybe I should do this because the plumbing has to run here. But since I don't know what I'm doing, the guys just figure it out, and that's where the magic happens. So now, this is a 5-bedroom, 3-bathroom house, laundry upstairs, giant open space. If you walk in, we have 2 bedrooms down here, big open living space, right? The kitchen is gonna wrap through the back, so you have a monster kitchen, right? Big island in the middle that looks out into this huge entertaining space. ¿Qué pasó? ¿Cómo está? That goes to this huge entertaining space. So now you have families together, everything centers around the kitchen. It's what every modern first-time home buyer wants. So these old houses are kind of interesting because they're just, the way they were built, the kind of construction, just the way they were set up, there's some challenges sometimes. So it's like, all right, how do you take a 1922 house and make it something that someone's gonna like in 2019 and above? So we really move things around. We actually, if you look over here, we actually move the staircase to open it up so we can create 3 bedrooms, right? Knowing the areas, knowing your market, knowing the different cultures, family size, they like more bedrooms, less bedrooms. You have to understand this when you're getting into real estate. So we also did some tricked out stuff. We brought the laundry upstairs, which is typically in the basement, because this way someone can have an apartment in the basement later on if they want. Move the stairs, so now we have 3 nice bedrooms here. Right, we added a bathroom up here, which wasn't, this was typically, it was a closet before. We added a bathroom. 1, 2, 3, 2 downstairs. Makes 5 nice sized bedrooms, a ton of closet space. Given the area, what the people are looking for, they're gonna go crazy. We actually just did 2 other houses in this exact same town, blew them out over ask within a week. So now we're outside, a couple blocks away at the finished product. A couple vlog episodes I talked about how we have a standard process and standard finishes for everything we do. In the flips, there's no difference. Last one you saw them putting up the gray siding. Here's the gray siding, same black roof. Always gotta get the red door. That's the Handsome signature, right? Pops on the sign, doing it up, selling it, doing a great job. I'm gonna take you inside, show you some of the finishes, show you the quality of work. We do the best work out there, I believe, and you'll see how everything is exactly the same every time, so it's meticulous, and the guys know, and there's no questions, we just go. Bang! So here we are, inside the finished product. We turn around. This is a small house, so when you have a small house, you gotta do the best you can to maximize the space. So we moved some things around, we moved some walls, we took things out. I wish you guys could have seen them before, but this is the after. Kitchen, very nice sized kitchen for such a small house. I think the whole house together is maybe 1,000 square feet. I think it's under 1,000 square feet, top and bottom. Got a basement, unfinished, ceiling heights are a little bit too low, but beautiful kitchen, plenty of space to cook. Put like a small nook here, right? We do hardwood floors throughout the entire house. Very cool, unique color, this gray that I really like. I'm colorblind, I can't see anything. Who knows what it really looks like, but people like it, so it works. Really got to encourage the men that do this, that think they have taste. You have to trust and believe in the people that love you, especially the women in your life. I'm fortunate to have a whole bunch of women that love me in my life, girlfriend, sisters, mother, and they get involved in the creative process because I know that I don't know what people like in finishes, so I let they pick it for me. The floor, the tile combinations, as you can see in the bathroom, and everything is standard every single time. Every house looks the same, and some people are like, why would you do the same thing over and over? And it's like, yo, there's hundreds of thousands of houses on Long Island. So I do 100 houses a year, they all look the same. That's a drop in the bucket, but let's be honest, these are the trends. This is what everybody wants right now, right? When you go into the stores, you see this color hardwood floor, you see this kind of white tile, you see the backsplashes, you see the white kitchen cabinets, you see the quartz countertops or the marble countertops. So it's what everybody wants anyway. Give them what they want. You'll get more money, sell your houses faster. Upstairs, depending on the price point, we do different things as far as wood floors and carpets. In most first-time home buyer markets, you can get away with doing carpet upstairs, right? We use this same kind of carpet, really in, people like it every time. Second bathroom, this house only had 1 bathroom, right? So Leo and the guys really had to finagle with the design and everybody over at Captain Permit to get good-sized bedrooms, which I think we really achieved with the closets in the back and be able to tuck in the bathroom because this house is so small. It's 30 by 24, which is very, very small for a cape. Actually, I believe it's 28 by 24, which is very small for a cape. A standard cape is a minimum of 32 feet, where this one's 28. So that 4 feet is a really big difference. So we had to shoehorn a bathroom in here, which you can't even really tell came out great. Guys did an awesome job. Standard finish, same tile in all of our flips. People like it. This house blew out at the open house for $20,000 over the asking price. Really, really, really important things I think flippers need to know, and I need you guys to really internalize this. Do not skimp on the finishings, right? Don't overpay for a house and figure that you're gonna do, you know, a crappy job on the reno and save money because people are gonna see it, you're gonna have a problem, you're gonna have a problem selling the houses, right? We either buy them right or we don't do it at all, and we don't skip on anything, right? Egress windows go in every bedroom regardless of if, you know, some people are like, oh, we don't wanna get permits, they're lucky enough to get away with it. We don't skimp on anything. Egress windows, paint is beautiful, lines are crisp, trim, everything, the attention to detail is meticulous, and that's what it takes if you're gonna sell your houses fast and get the most money you can.